cut to the chase. Everyone give me some space. Don't fall out, we fall into place. Every step walking with grace, amen. Keeping my foot off the brakes. Impact, I'm ready to brace. We fall down and land on our face, just to get up and finally escape. Wait, boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in the grave. They live through the story they made, okay? Boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in the grave. Hey, legends don't die anyway. I was working on a play today. Body bags covered away. I paved, zipped up like a bathing ape. How many of us then came and stayed? Not too many. I've been staying awake to get it and get right on every mistake. I give them a bite, they taking a plate. It's all been a feeling that I couldn't shake. So I just keep killing till I'm at the gates. We straight, we treat them like worms in a lake. They bake, just give me a drum and a bass. I skate and grind till I'm numb in the face, okay? Don't fuck up my day. Don't talk about clutch, I got ice in my veins. I'm coated in Trey, I stick to the code. I'm glitching the game. I do anything for the win at the end of the day. I gotta cut to the chase. Everyone give me some space. Don't fall out, we fall into place. Every step walking with grace, amen. Keeping my foot off the brakes. Impact, I'm ready to brace. We fall down and land on our face, just to get up and finally escape. Wait, boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in the grave. They live through the story they made, okay? Boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in the grave. Legends don't die anyways. Boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in the grave. They live through the story they made, okay? Boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in the grave. Legends don't die anywhere. with the rock. You physically couldn't hold me. I don't care if you pushing 40. You can never little bro me. Euro step like Ginobili, from young OG to the OG. From nosebleeds to floor seats. Circle stronger than Cuban links. My gold dance, your gold plated. You verse me, now that's a reach. We ready. Who ready? We ready. Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? We ready. Been ready. I waited. My turn. On God. Hell steady. I keep dropping back to back. I keep going if you let me. I've been sitting at the top, looking down at those who left me. Promise I'm not being petty. I'm the one they envy. Brody moving state to state. Make $1 million out to send me. Plus I grind it from the start. I was stacking pennies. I might dip like Machiavelli. After the confetti. Who ready? We ready. Who ready? We ready. Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? We ready. Who ready? We ready. Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? Who? We ready. Who?
Yo, 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 how we doing, people? It is Wednesday night, and that can only mean one thing, and that is Aers. We're here with round 5 this evening, and that is going to be Zandvoort. And again, how we all doing, people? Mr. Brecky Don in the chat, how we doing, sir? Hope you're well, and hope you enjoy the stream this evening. No, you're not a bit of an F1 fan, but, you know, let's hope that you can... good morning, Starshine. The Earth says hello! Love it, love it, love it. But yeah, let's get down to it. How are we all doing? So it is round 5. And what a round 4 we had around Reverse Silverstone. Absolutely brilliant race. Another thrilling qualifying, very close. I think Melwin took the top spot. Also won the race. Absolutely brilliant. You are a beautiful sight to see. Mr. Gotto, how are we doing, sir? It is the OG. It is the main man himself of the commentator channel. It is Mr. Gotto. And how we are doing. And glad to see you racing this evening, sir. Glad to see you are racing. So fingers crossed for Ert and Gotto. Aers, should I say. And Gotto. I always keep throwing that in there. But yeah, so let's have a look at everything. Let's take a look at the track first. Let's have a look at what the track has to offer here this evening. So we'll get down to that and then we'll get into everything. So the first Grand Prix was held back in 1952 with your track length being 4.259 kilometres. The lap record is held by Lewis Hamilton, which is a 1 minute 11.097. Could we see that beating here tonight? We might do. Let's hope so. Fingers crossed again. Fingers crossed. I think we will do. He did set that back in 2021. The most pole positions here at the circuit goes to Rene Onux. If I got that wrong and botched it, I do apologise. And Mr. Max Verstappen. The most wins goes to Jim Clark. Bit of track trivia for you. Zandvoort's final corner, named after Dutch motorsport legend Arie Luijendijk, I think that says, features an 18-degree banking, almost double the numbers seen at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Pull run to turn 1 braking point is a bit of a short one. It's 199 meters, so you've got to get a good start if you want to beat the person in front of you to turn 1. Safety car probability around 50%, with your virtual safety car probability being the same. The pit stop time loss here at the circuit is 23 seconds dead, it says, but I don't really believe these are for time. But here at the circuit, there are 14 corners with 2 DRS zones. The first one on the lap, as always, is down the start straight, finishing straight, but it does begin after turn 13. And then, well, technically the first one is between turns 10 and 11, and then 13 down to turn 1. As we know with the Zandvoort circuit, it can be a tricky one. I'm very, very well, Gotto. How are you doing, sir? It can be a bit of a tricky one. Zandvoort, especially that fast downhill right. You only have to make a mistake there, and you really do suffer for it. So let's hope that we've seen some absolutely brilliant racing from the lads. So might not be able to do it tonight. Oh, Karim Karashima. If that's, I'm sure that's how it would like me to pronounce it. If you can't make it, sir, that's more than okay. Everybody knows I'm more than capable. And don't worry, Grumpy, I know Goto is racing. So yeah, last week's results. Actually, it's in Melbourne P2. It was Volokunjen. Everybody wanted me to say a word before his name. I can't quite remember, but yeah, he had a brilliant race. And so did Melwin. There was a lot of good races. AERT managed to get some really, really good points, and they have shot up in the Drivers' Championship. I'll let you have a little look at maybe in the Constructors' Championship. I'll let you have a little look at that while we peruse and see who is driving for who this evening. So, the NA lineup for this evening. NA meaning no assist for you people that don't know that. So, for AERT driving in the Alpine will be Trap Racer and Goto. Seen Trap Racer before, had some good qualifying, had a good qualifying session. For SCI with Mercedes, it is Finley and Lauren. You know, we've seen Lauren very, very quick. Finley not too shabby himself. So, could they be playing a part in this evening's race? For RSC and VCARB, it's Pim Butenhaus. If I've botched that again, I do apologise. And then it's Misha as well for RSC. In for AMR in the Ferrari, it is Babatunde and Otzozito. Some of these names. In for FRT and Red Bull, it is Quantum and FRT Dan. In for BRC and McLaren, it's Polly and Persona. VNT, it's Melwin and Max Bricker. Why is Melwin driving for VNT? Hang on, what's happened there? For IRT, Sim Barrockson and Thomas Covers drive in the Aston Martin for IRT. OMB, it's Haas with Pablo Ortiz and Lachera. And for AMS, it's good to see this guy back. One of my more memorable races for AMS Night and AMS Callum are driving in the Kick Saubers. So, yeah, as you can see from the Constructors' Championship, like for the teams, AERT bouncing from... They were at the bottom for the first couple of races, not managing to pick up any points. But as you can see from the chart before, and let me get a proper look because I can't see the screen. It's too tiny on the screen. So let me just have a look. Here we go. So, yeah, so SCI up at the top. With 151 points, with AMR closely behind with 134. VNT are in at P3 with 107. AERT up to P4 with 68. Now, it's quite close going back here from P4 to P10. We've got FRT in at P5, IRT in at P6, AMS at P7, OMB at P8, Bravo, BRC at 9, and RSC down in P10. Obviously, they're going to be hoping for a good race this evening around the track, try and drag themselves off the bottom. You never want to be that team that's on the bottom, so I'm sure they're going to be pushing for a result here this evening. They need it. They need, you know, like I say, you do not want to be that team that is in that bottom spot. So back to the stream. Sorry if I abandoned you. We got Jay in the chat. That's how we're doing that a call move. It is, mate. It is. Left a bit of length on, a little bit more length on top. This time, having my haircut, but yeah, it is. I looked snazzy for my interview. Let's put it that way. So yeah, let's hope it helped. Good morning, sunshine. The earth says hello. Right, let's get into the game. Let's get into the lobby. But I mean, yeah, we've seen some brilliant racing over the past 5 races. Well, I missed one of them, which yeah, was a bit unfortunate. But the other 4 have been absolutely mesmerizing to watch. Sorry, my PC's having a bit of a fit. And it's... Why is it... There we go. Mind you, that's a bit small. Can't really see the corner numbers. We'll wing it. 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 Wait a minute. Your hair looks beautiful. Let me just. I'll give you the full effect. Let me give you the full effect. Let me give you. You know what I'm saying, boys? You know what I'm saying? Got a little smooth. Nice little side job. Really good. Really, really good. But thank you, Gotto. Gotto, he's gifted. All flat. And look at Jay. Jay put a W in the chat from the gifted. Deserves a sub. Thank you very, very much, Gotto. You absolute legend. Absolute legend, as always, is Gotto. But yeah, deserves a sub. Thank you very, very much, sir. Thank you very, very much. Let's see, we got the invite off Grumpy. No invite as of yet. Come on, Mr. Grumpy, what we doing, lad? But yeah, Gotto in for... I'm sure I didn't say Gotto's name. I probably just read out the wrong driver list again. Gotto with the invite. My G. My G. So yeah, Zandvoort, very, very good, sir. It's one of my favourites, I think. You know, for the people that know me, that have been around for a while, obviously they know that Las Vegas is, you know, it's very much my favourite circuit. Yeah, no worries, Gotto, that is. And there's Jay thanking Gotto in the chat. Go on, Jay. Nice to see you in the chat, Jay. Hope you're doing well, brother. But yeah, Zandvoort is a very, very good circuit if you can navigate it well. I mean, like I said, I'm not the fastest, but even when I'm at my, you know, peak and I'm doing, it's such a good circuit. Not so much for overtaking. We could see, obviously, that DRS train in effect massively here this evening. Not many real overtaking opportunities. Obviously, there's turn 1. It is a very, very interesting circuit, Jay. Turn 1, turn 3 as well. If someone goes a bit wide, you can maybe try and throw one down the inside. And I think the only real overtaking opportunity then is between turns 10 and 11, but you've got to have a really good exit out of turn 10 if you want to try and you get that DRS. Use a bit of ERS as well. Undercuts. Oh yeah, and we as we get JSR Brewdog with the follow. Thank you very, very much, sir. Massively appreciated. Thank you for joining us here this evening. Yeah, undercut. We've seen that from AMS Night. I can't remember what circuit it was. I do apologise, AMS Night, but it is one of my more memorable races. I think it was the first race of the season, to be fair. And he pulled off the undercut, managed to get a podium, managed to gain 4 positions with the undercut as well. So, I mean, you know, watch out for him tonight. He really does. These drivers that are at the top, especially the speed that they have, they are all very, very tuned in. They know when they should be trying to sneak an overcut. Can they take the tyres just that little bit longer, just stay in that DRS train? And hopefully we're going to be treated to the qualifying sessions that we've been treated to all season long. They've been so close. I think there's only been, I think, one session where there was, I think it was like 3/10 gap from P1 to P2, and then it was all quite close further back. They put in one hell of a lap. The boring or the best race you've ever seen. Yeah, I've watched everyone you have streamed and it's been brilliant. Yes, how we doing? Val, we'll just call you Val. And they've followed us well. Thank you very much, Valerio. I hope I pronounced that right. But welcome in. Nice to meet you. Hope you enjoy this race that we've got coming your way this evening. It should be an absolute burner, people. Like I've said, we've had nothing but great races here on the channel. You'll see this lovely face probably at the end of the race. But until then, make sure you stay tuned in as we now move into the lobby to get ready for another qualifying session. And Gotto, once again, you absolute legend. Absolute legend. This one's for you, Gotto. Mwah, there you go. So best of luck and lock in. But here we go. Let's move into the lobby. Wrong button. He makes it. He messes up. Hopefully these give me some. Hopefully they do, Gotto. Hopefully they do, sir. Hopefully they do. But thank you. You know your subs and gifted subs. You know them very much appreciated. Always appreciated, lad. Emilio. Nice, Emilio. Nope. The comb over. Oh, but yeah, I mean, Wards. I think Wards may be on a quality ban. I did have a sneak peek at the stewards, and yeah, it were. I think Wards was awarded a couple of penalties, penalty points. Had a couple of coming together last time out. Tires were dying off. People were on better tires than Wards, and yeah, unfortunately, just dropped it. He did gain some positions, obviously, when he came out of the pits, but then he soon lost them. The tires just died off, and it caused a bit of an issue for Ward. So, you know, it's going to be hard for Ward starting from the back, but got some decent race pace. And Track Racer, the first qualifying session we've seen from Track Racer, he didn't. He came out for 2 laps, and I think he nearly put it on pole position. So, you know, watch him here this evening. And it's been an interesting one. Obviously, first joining Aers, this being my first season doing comms, and seeing how my teammate Rapid A2. Oh, so keep your eye out. Track Racer could be one to watch here this evening. But as I said, there is some absolutely cracking racers, and it's going to be interesting to see who ends up on that top step. It's going to be very, very interesting. Who has got it in them to get on that top step? Where's Grumpy, by the way? He's usually in the thingy with us. It's like AMS Callum running the lobby here this evening. But yeah, it should be an interesting. Are we gonna think Grumpy's at work or something? All right, fair play, fair play. He was watching before. Grumpy, get back to work. We got Diebogger with the follow. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very, very much. Welcome in to the commentator channel with Aers. It is round 5, and it is Zandvoort. And is weather going to play a part this evening? Is team telemetry actually going to work and give me qualifying, give me all the juicy info that I need? Let's hope so. Let's keep the fingers crossed. But I'm sure some of the lads will be racing and watching. So hopefully they will let us know during the session whether we're going to see rain at all play a part in this. But the countdown is on now for the 5th qualifying session of the season. I would like some rain. I think Zandvoort usually is one where there is quite a decent chance of rain. But yeah, here we go, people, for the 5th round of the season. It is Zandvoort, and it's Aers tier 1 no assist. Who comes out on top? Let's sit back and watch and all find out together. Are we going to see the usual faces up at the top? Or are we going to see someone just sneak in? Is Track Racer going to take that top spot? Are we going to have somebody else? It is currently on a 3-stream streak. Oh, nice. Emilio, 3-stream streak. We've got Josh. How are we doing, Josh? ART Josh in the house. If that's the Josh I know. I haven't spoken to this lad for a very long time, and I hope he's very, very, very well, and uni's going well for him. Remember the first time I ever did qualifying on him, if it is the same person, and he laughed that much that he screwed up his lap. But Josh, if it is you, hello, sir. How are you doing? Hope you are very, very well. So, looking a bit overcast here in qualifying. Doesn't look like we're going to have too much. Rain could settle in. It could come at the end of the session, but I'm having nothing on my team telemetry so far. Nothing at all. Oh, we don't do that. Wow, I've never seen a more dry quality race. Oh, there we go. There we go. So, dry session all the way through, unless Goto is pulling the plunk. We got Silo out, so I think Silo must be on a quali ban. Now, that's an interesting one. We know Silo's got some very, very decent pace. So, can he do maybe anything from the back? Can he, you know... Oh, Wards is out, so he must be taking the penalty points. I must have read the wrong Stewart's report, but I think he did end up with quite a bit of time. But Wards is not the first out on the track. It's not AMS Knight. It's going to be AMS Callum. The first driver to put a lap in here this evening. Now, it can be quite tricky, this circuit, as well, in qualifying. With it being such a short run, we could potentially see some laps maybe being blocked. It just depends on everybody's timing. We've got people passing people already. We've got a Haas. A couple of cars are a Kick Sauber as well. That's AMS Knight. Getting past a car there. I think it's the V cab. But everybody's slowly making the way out on circuit. Here is Callum on his run to turn 13. And they have one more corner to go, and then it'll be the start of the lap. So here we go. On board with AMS Callum for Kick Sauber. And can he put a good time on the board? We've seen pretty decent times. AMS have been in around that top 10. Can they both sneak into the top 10 here this evening? AMS Callum nicely. Just looked a little bit unsettled through turn 1 there. Through 2 he goes now. And then into 3. The bank's got a beautiful corner that if you get that right. It feels so good when you hit that clean. Now it's pedal to the floor. I don't think he's going to be lifting all the way through here. Down the hip right-hander. Flowing freely into the left. Maybe a small lift as he moves into the next right-hander. You do not want to touch that curb too much on the left-hand side. It will spit you into Narnia. But it's looking pretty decent from Callum so far. Like I said, he's looked a bit wiggly in some of the corners, but he's doing well. I'm at work. Yes, Grumpy. A 47.495 for Callum. Yeah, and the quality timing is just not working for this. I'm going to have to see if there's an update or some of the team telemetry. But here he comes. It's AMS Callum round the final corner. Pedal to the metal. It's the run down to the start finishing line. What's it going to be? Time on the board. It's a 108.132. But AMS Callum Wards goes in at P2 with a 108.326. Who else have we got? Let's have a look at Quantum in the Red Bull going into the final corner. And now making his way to the start finishing line. Can he put it on the top spot? He can with a 107.909. Quantum puts the Red Bull into provisional pole. Let's stay on board with Thomas Covers in the Aston Martin. 47.4 was the split for Callum. As we get Melwin on the top spot for Williams with a 107.817. Look at how close it is there just between P2 as we see Zito in at P2 for Ferrari. He snuck that one in there. Ortiz for Haas as well in at P4. The times are getting closer and closer. Thomas Covers to the line. It's a 108.4 flat for Thomas. In at P. Oh, guess a back tyre on the gravel there. And has a bit of a spin in turn 1. Let's have a look at Finlay for Mercedes. And for SCI. Finlay, purple sector 2, it's saying. But here we go with Finlay. Can Finlay creep into the top 5 with this time? Oh, bit of a slide on the exit of turn 13. That could have cost him a bit of time. But here he is on this rundown to the start finish. It's a 108.221 for Finlay in the top 10. It's a good start, but here's Track Racer. Oh, Track might have... Yeah, Track's definitely backed out of his lap here, being caught on the back of thingy. Let's jump up to Gotto. I think that will be Track into the pits. So... the man, the myth, the legend, it is Gotto, Hyper Lethal Studio. Thank you very much for the follow. Massively appreciated. Welcome in for round 5 here with Aers NA Tier 1 at Zandvoort. And we are on board with the AERT driver of Gotto. Just getting on the curb a bit too much in turn 1, I feel. Maybe ridden that a little bit too much, more than he wanted to. Nice turn 3. Maybe had a tiny bit of a lock up going into turn 3. You did see the car just snap a bit to the, I'm trying to think, left. But that might be his steering angle. I know that you can do that and it slows the car down that little bit more. But the lap's looking clean so far for the Aers driver of Gotto. Where can he put the Alpine? Can he get AERT into a good point scoring position with this qualifying lap? Obviously, it's still more laps to come. We're only 11 minutes into qualifying. Well, 11 minutes left in qualifying. And here he comes. Gotto into turn 13. And it looks like he's backed out of the lap. Or has he? No, he hasn't backed. Yeah, he has backed out of the lap. I thought he had. He was just a little bit slow through 13 and 14. But both Alpines into the pits. And let's jump on board with Max Britter in the Williams. His teammate of Melwin currently in at P1. Can he get near his teammate and move up into that top 5? Let's hope so for Williams' sake. But Hyperlethal Studio, welcome in, sir. We've got quite a few followers this evening. Thank you so much, people. And we've had a couple of subs as well. Class start from us. Yeah, I don't quite know what happened there, Gotto, lad. It looked like track got blocked, but he may have pulled out the lap a bit earlier. Not Rishi speaking to a Grumpy there. Yeah, he's at work. Yeah, he is. He's already been in the chat if you look up. Look up the chat. He's been in and let us know. So, Max Bricker going for the second run of the evening. A 108.382 is the lap time from them. Need to improve. Oh, is that all you're here for? You're not here for the good commentating and, you know, the great racing. You're just here to support that. I'm only joking. Hyperlethal Studios. But welcome in, mate. Thank you for joining us, regardless. So, here comes Max Bricker. Gained half a tenth in Sector 1. Needs a big push now in Sectors 2 and 3. If he wants to move in to that top 5. Let's see if he's managed to gain any more time. The sector split is just before turn 11. And here it is. He's gained a tenth. He's gaining time. Needs to find a little bit more time in this final sector. But he is in the top 10 currently. Let's see if he can push into the top 5 with this lap as he comes round turn 14. Looking forward to the racing. Oh, well, thank you very, very much, Hyper. Massively appreciated. And he gained so much in Sector 3. It was all there for Max Bricker. And P8, good time. And, I mean, look, it's not much in it at all between the top 10. I mean, even going down all the way to P16, Sim Barrack. It's so close. So close. This is going to be one hell of a race. We've got the Williams of Melwin. I think he has actually backed out of that lap. Let's have a look at Ortiz. I'm just got Zito, sorry, in the Ferrari. Is there going to be an improvement? Here's the Sector 1 split. There is an improvement. There's a 10th improvement in Sector 1 alone. The Ferrari flying at the minute. Can he continue to gain time? I tell you what, I would absolutely panic my ass off if I touched that curb. It's so scary, that curb. It can spit you out. But Zito looking very clean so far. Ward's gone into P3 as well. And he's lost a bit of time in Sector 2. But it's all about Sector 3. Here we go. Can he gain time in these final corners? DRS open. It's pedal to the metal to the start finishing line. What's it going to be for Zito? It's a provisional pole for Zito with a 107.721. But then Ortiz comes across the line, absolutely smashing the Ferrari driver's time with a 107.677 there. Brilliant lap there. Melwin's been pushed down. Melwin is actually up. He's on a push lap. Can he regain the provisional pole. Just a couple of corners to go till we find out whether he has done it. Melwin goes through turn 14. We've got Jack Harrington, 6 what? 7. Here we go. Melwin across the line. It is a 107.607. It's Melwin back on the top spot for Williams with a 107.607. Absolutely brilliant from Melwin. It's Quantum. Quantum's on his way back into the pits. AMS Knight down in P9. But VNT Melwin, oh, he's gonna be loving this. Sorry, I missed last week, gang. Our levels got me busy. Yes, Pickard, how are we doing, sir? Nice to see you in the chat once again. You absolute legend. Welcome in. What are we on? What are we on views-wise so far? 37 people watching along. How are we all doing, people? This couldn't be going any better. ART having a bit of trouble here in qualifying. He is indeed. Crazy gaps and only Q1. Exactly. I think this is it's not full qualifying. I think it's only short quali, so short qualifying. Hyper lad. Come on, bro, just do a lap. Telling Gotto to get on with it, but we've got Leggy. We're on board with the Haas driver. Improvements in Sector 1. Needs to continue the improvements. Teammate currently sat in P2. Was on that top spot for a short while, but Melwin decided he wanted that backman there. The Haas driver, bit of a mistake. And that's going to have cost him the lap, surely, yep. Half a second down on the current lap time, and that's going to be into the pit lane. Let's have a look at FRT Dan. Let's see if we've got an improvement in Sector 1. Just under half a tenth improvement for Dan, but he needs, well, he doesn't need too much more, but he does need more if he wants to secure a top 5 or possibly a top 3 position. Yeah, I think it will probably be a hectic week. I mean, even exactly high play, exactly. The gaps between these drivers is absolutely astonishing. Dan gained a small amount of time. I think 0.006 of a second, I think he gained in Sector 2. Then Sector 3, where it's at. Is it going to be where it's at for Dan and FRT? To the line comes Dan. Can he move that Red Bull up the order? And he does. He manages to move it up to P7. Improves by just over half a tenth. Track Racer, my goal. Track Racer is a legend. Track Racer has moved up into P6. And let's see if his teammate can put a lap together here. Bit better around turn 1. This time round for Gotto. Did not ride the curb. Nicely through turn 3. We've seen that little bit of a jolt that first time round when we joined in previously. And it looks a lot smoother and a lot cleaner this time round. A 23.648 from Gotto for Sector 1. Don't quite know where that fares him. I would have known if team telemetry was working, but yeah, not working. We've got the Picky Championship title fight will be well and true split, and I think Gotto's backed out this lap. He has. Gotto has backed out, so lining up for another run. He's gonna need to get this run together. He needs this lap, or it's gonna be a P18 start for Gotto. But we are going to jump up to Ortiz. We're going to leave Gotto to it shortly, as Ortiz in at P2 is out on an out lap. Melwin will be joining the laps shortly. The pit lane will start to get a bit hectic. The track's going to get hectic. I could see people maybe potentially being blocked on a lap here. With these final runs, could be a difficult one. Well, he's up on his previous Sector 1 by over half a tenth. As we see a kick Sauber right in behind Gotto there. And he looks like he's keeping this one together here. As he's up 6 seconds. Needs a lot more than that. Needs a good final sector here. Can Gotto get in the top 10 with this lap? Through turn 13, round turn 14. And here he comes. It's up to the line for Gotto. It's a 108.1 P15. Let's move up to the Haas driver of Ortiz. And he actually has gained in Sector 1 over half a tenth. Let's see if he's found improvements in Sectors 2. Oliver Knott, Go Melwin in the chat. He's lost a little bit of time in Sector 2. Can he find it here? No. Oh no! Ortiz has lost it on the exit of turn 13. And now all he can do is hope that the other drivers fail as well. And I think this could be Zito potentially being blocked here. No, they get out of the way nicely. Let's hope he didn't get any dirty air. But it's Zito. I keep calling him Ortiz. Zito. I do apologise, people. Why Silo quality ban? Not quite sure. But up to the line for Zito. And it's provisional pole with Melwin starting his lap in behind him. Not much to improve for Melwin to get that top spot. But I think he just had a bit of a hesitant moment there going into turn 1. Silo is easily winning this. So why is he the one with the quality ban? Wow. I mean, Silo's got some pretty decent pace. I'll have a look at the stewards report when I go back in. As AMS disqualified from the session for going the wrong way. So that's going to be AMS Callum. His qualifying is going to be destroyed. That's him starting from the back. And Melwin's round. Melwin could have gone to pole position. But it's Zito. There's still time. There's still time for people to put that in. Finley. Finley in at P4. Good showing from Finley. But I think that's qualifying over. And Melwin could have gone for pole. But he just pushed that Williams a little bit too much. And it's Ferrari that have come out on top. With Zito taking that top spot. But look at how close it is, people. This is going to be one hell of a race. There is some demons up at the top, and Zito, the man on the top step. I think it's more upgrading to Fanatec. Probably. Not last is beyond me. Don't know if you said, but Taz, you doing TTR LT 2 coming season? I don't know. I might be doing. Exactly, Emilio. That's how close it is. Just ridiculously close. It does. Obviously, I think we're gonna have a bit of a hectic lap 1, maybe lap 2, and then it'll all settle down, and we'll get into the DRS train then, and then it'll be all about the strat and whatnot. But Zito, a 107.603. What a lap time. Brilliant lap. He got it in when it counted. Just unlucky for Melwin. Down in a P2. Ortiz P3. Wards in at P4. Finley's P5. Quantum 6. Trap Racer in at 7. AMS Knights P8. Beast Mip in at P9. Dan's P10. Leggy is 11. Polymac 12. Tom Covers in at 13. Max Bricker 14. Gotto 15. Simbarux 16. BRC Dan Pin in at 17. RS Misha 18. Silo 19. And AMS Callum down in P20. The comeback is on. Let's go, Gotto. Let's go, bro. So now, a little bit of a break while the lads get ready to tackle this Zandvoort circuit. Looks very overcast. Could be bit of trouble getting those tyres into temperature on that opening lap, but these guys are absolutely brilliant. I'm sure they will lock in and soon be smashing the lap times in. Come on, people, get your predictions in. Do we think that Zito can... What the hell just happened? Gotto, please tell me you just got that as well. Oh, it's a restart. Oh. Why is it a restart? Thank you very much, bro. Thank you very much for letting me know. Cheers, brother. So, we've got a bit of a restart. So, a bit more time to talk to the newbies that have joined here this evening. Hyper, Die Bogger as well. How are we doing, people? We've got Emilio as well. How are we doing, people? We've got a lot of people watching. There's a lot of you. We've got Oliver as well. We've got Josh. How are we doing, lads and lasses? Because there will be some ladies in here. I'm sure I read that Lauren was racing, but I've obviously read the wrong one. Unless Lauren's not been able to make it, but I mean, great to see. She had a brilliant qualifying. I think it was last time or the week before that. Absolutely amazing racer. Very talented. So we'll just wait for the invite to come through and then we'll get into the session. And it'll just be the race that we have coming your way. Like I said, do we think that Zito can hold on to that top spot? Melwin has been an absolutely brilliant racer. Like every race that I've seen him in, he has a good chance of winning. But there is guys in behind him that obviously want that win as well. Want that first win of the season for the respective team. Can they get it? We need a poll. Pickard, put a poll up. If you don't mind, sir. If you're still here. I'm shit with it, Josh. I don't know how to do all them polls and stuff like that. If you do, and Pickard's not here, I'll make you a mod. And you can put some up if you want. Oh, Gotto's a mod, innit? Oh, Hyper. Do I trust you? You're a newbie. And I think I've got... Gotto, are you still... yeah, Gotto's a mod. Gotto should be able to do it. Do you know how to put polls up? Do it then. Go on, Josh, get into it. Yeah, Hyper. Do some more streams, mate, and you did say, true, I did say anybody, Hyper, and you were the first one to jump in there. If Gotto doesn't know how to do it, then I'll let you do it, mate. As we get, we're getting a few follows here. We got Ali, and we got Adjoman 04. Thank you for some. Who am I putting? Ask for an invite in the DC. Gotto should be in there. Gotto, send me an invite. Oh no, he's doing that. Yeah, put all the teams in. Who do we think is going to win out of the teams? Yeah, well played, Josh, lad. These boys know I'm the commentator. It should be. Hang on. Invite, please. to the stream. BNT for the win. Yeah, do it like that, Gotto. Kai, I'd ask you politely not to shout at me. I have asked for an invite. At the end of the day, I shouldn't have to ask for an invite. I'm the commentator. I should just be sent one. Like, obviously, if you just want it being commentated, like, you don't need to shout at me. Like, I have done it. Go and check the chat. I have asked. That's all I can do, guys. Gotto will invite me when he gets in. I'm fine. Don't worry, Kai. Calm down. Chill your bean, bruv. And Kai, aren't you like a part of the thing? You could just tell him to invite me. Part of management or something. But yeah, we should be in soon. I think Gotto's just starting a poll out. There we go. Let's have a vote. And look at Gotto, the absolute fucking legend. He's here every week. Yeah, you put one in, mate. You put one in, mate. Exactly, mate. Exactly. Right, just says joining session. No. Well, he was doing a poll, and I don't think we're getting in this session. Yep, does not look like it at all. The host. Oh, I don't know. Fuck's sake, right? Hang on. Sorry about this, people, but obviously it's not my fault. So it definitely is a fucking useless game. Who do I think is going to win? I have to go with the boys, don't I? Oh, 50%. Come on, peeps, get your votes in. Only had 2 people vote so far. You can all see it. Check Discord to get in, mate. I did go in Discord, Gumpy, and I did ask for an invite. That's all I can do. Like, I can't do much more than that. I'm just loading up the game as we speak because it wouldn't allow me to join the lobbies. So apologies for these interruptions, people. I really do apologize. But after obviously that happened, I think it kind of did something with my game, so I've had to restart. And hopefully now we'll get into the lobby and we will get this session underway. But for once, it ain't my fault. I've had it where it is my fault. Kind of fucked up massively. I voted for him as well, bro. I voted for him as well. Right, Goto, if you wouldn't mind sending me the invite, please, sir. To the game. That asking you shall receive. Is Callum not even in the... Like, is Callum not watching? I think the lobby leader should be, like, watching just in case, like, anything like this does happen. It's doing it again. I think it is. There's something wrong with it. I can't get in. And it wouldn't surprise me if the race is already going. Open mail tab. Opened. Trust me, okay. On the game. The actual mail, alright. Goto, fucking whiz kid. Now what? If this works, I swear. If this fucking works. Nah, it's not working, Goto. I think it's just not meant to be on the cards. It nearly worked. Yeah, there we go. See, I'm just getting into the game. I think let's try one more time, Goto, and I'm gonna have to give up if not. There's nothing I can do. I already have restarted my game. Some has put crossplay off. So somebody's put crossplay off, so that's why I can't get in. Nah, because there'll be bare people. There should be quite a few of these lot on PC. I would say. Go on, Goto. Straight on it. Yeah, if this don't work, boys, I'm gonna have to call it a night. And just apologise. Like, I don't understand quite why we had the restart, but yay! It's Kai, legend. Yeah, it does make a good game. But Kai, you're an absolute legend. So we can stick around, people. We're here. It finally worked. Everybody, say thank you to Kai, because he is the legend that actually made this possible. So the countdown is on. Here we go. Who's going to come out on top, people? This should be one very, very interesting face. Yeah, Kai the GOAT. I'll forgive him now for shouting at me. I know, Gotto. I just thought I'd like make everybody wait. Do you know what I mean, mate? You just gotta leave them wanting more. But best of luck, Gotto. Best of luck to all the lads racing and the teams. I get it. Josh there going in on Gotto. Is that going to be a chatter's curse for Gotto? So now everybody, don't forget your setups. Make sure you get your setups on, lads. Not after that performance. So yeah, as I said, lads just getting the setups on, sorting the strategies out. Yeah, he loves the challenge, does Gotto. Loves it. Thrives off it. And I mean, Silo, like, it's going to be interesting to see, like, these, like, who can make their way through the pack. Like, I know, obviously, like, I've seen Gotto do it, but obviously it's a different breed of racers, I think, that we got up against there. But Silo to cause chaos, calling it, but it will be fun to watch. Should have just stay on Silo for that one. Just to see what chaos he causes. Now, let's hope he doesn't. I mean, we know Silo's a decent racer, so hopefully he can make some moves. Lauren's here. Are you blacked out like a phantom? Are you talking to me there, Lauren? Yes. What, do you mean my camera? I'll say yeah. I don't know what I'm saying yes or no to, but I'll say yeah. I probably just said yeah to the wrong thing. Haven't you listened to... Nope, I haven't. Sorry. I don't listen to like music at work or anything like that or anything, so... But I will listen to it since you've suggested it. I'll give it a listen. Yeah, I don't like because it's so noisy at work. I just have to wear like noise cancelling headwear, so I don't get. I'm not allowed to wear headphones. So, and then by the time I get home, I'm looking after my two girls. So, everyone to crash in turn one, and then through goes Gotto. Sounds like a plan, Josh. Sounds like a plan. Turn one is going to be hectic. Are we going to have a spinner in turn one? Are we going to have someone dropping positions? I think we are. But here we go, people. It is 5 red lights here at Zandvoort. And we are underway. Zito gets a good start, but Melvin as well, equally good. Melvin got the inside line into turn one. Could this be the lead of the race for Melvin in turn one? They're side by side as they make their way through turn two. In now to 3, and Zito's come out on top. Melvin, little bit of contact, but Zito surviving as we move a bit further back. Silo has gained a position off the start there, I do believe. FRT Dan has dropped all the way to the back after a bit of a coming together. We've got AMS Knight looking to go side by side there with Bestie. We'll call him Mip. With Mip in the V car, but just couldn't get the power down and get a long side enough. There is a bit of a coming together. We've got a caution in sector 2. Tyres. There you go. Track map as well. I think we do have a safety car. Oh, it's a virtual safety car. And it's AMS Callum out. He was on the softs and he's already gone. And no, it's a virtual safety car. Virtual safety car. So AMS Callum, lobby leader, out already. And we've got Wards chancing the softs. And there's only 2 drivers on the hards. Gotto on the hard compounder tyres has lost a couple of positions now. And Mip on the hards. Rest on mediums with just Wards in P3 on the soft compound as we ride on board with him here. You can see them red wall tyres on that Ferrari. But Ferrari in a very, very strong position to command this race. They could do some damage as long if Wards can get in front of Melwin. They can really dominate this race. Finley in at P5 doing well. He's got Quantum hot on his rear diffuser. Quantum looking like he might be trying to size up a bit of a move here as they move into turn 11. No, he backs out and stays tucked in behind. Which strategy is going to pay off? Is it going to be the medium hards? Is it going to be the soft hards? Or is it going to be the hard mediums? Gotto's going to be, Gotto as well as Mip, going to be looking to make moves at the end of this race. We've got Grumpy saying Gotto, laughing because he's down and thinking last. We've got FRT Dan with the fastest lap of the race. Dan currently down in P18. Silo already up to P13. Let's stay on board. Why did you pick him? Josh asking the hard questions. Go on, Josh. But yeah, Silo up to P13. Great start from Silo. So let's see if he can make any moves as we move through lap 3. As we've got a bit of side-by-side action going on here between the Haas and the McLaren. Haas has that inside line going into the corner. Polymac backing out there as the Haas driver makes a bit of a mistake, which causes a knock-on effect. The Aston Martin under pressure now from the Mercedes of Silo. So let's see if Silo can get a move done here on the way down to turn 1. Melwin with the fastest lap and the lead of the race. And Silo gains another position up to P12. Silo wants a good result here. And I tell you what, with the DRS train going all the way to P19 so far, if Silo keeps making these moves, we could definitely potentially see him playing for a podium. I'm sure that could have happened. Oh, crikey. But yeah, good opening start to the race. Apart from losing AMS Callum, which is very unfortunate. That's going to be devastating for the AMS team points-wise. Oh, there's the Red Bull there of who's dropping down. Quantum nearly went into the back of Finley and made a big mistake. Grumpy didn't want to answer my questions, so we went back to work, Defo. Oh, there he goes. His track got damaged. Let's jump on board with track. Doesn't look like he's got visible damage on the car, but he is, you know, he's dropping back a bit. This could be to save tyres. Josh trying to force Grumpy to answer the question. But yeah, he could just be backing off, trying to save a bit of tyres. Yeah, he does got to. The other drivers, I mean, I've commentated on Gotto elsewhere, and it's no disrespect to the other drivers, but these guys are a step above. Well, let's hope that the new game will be peak, Josh. Let's hope. But Silo, once again, making moves. It's now P11. Polymac just had no answers for Silo there. Just Silo breezing through. Can he get another move done? He's got Quantum in front of him in the Red Bull. Could be an interesting battle. Quantum was quite high up, but due to that mishap, has, you know, lost a couple of positions. AMS Knight's gained a position and is now on the back of Track Racer. We've seen the undercut work for AMS Knight in the past, and from the exact same position. I think he went in at P7 in that first race of the season to get the undercut and managed to walk away with a podium. Can he do it here again at Zandvoort this evening? But the Ferrari team do not seem to have an answer for Melwin in that Williams. Melwin, very, very strong racer. Got P2 last time out. Looking for a race win. I think it'll be his second race win of the season if he can pull it off here this evening at Zandvoort. And we've already got Wards into the pit. Lap 5, getting rid of those soft compounded tyres and also taking out the brake marker board on his way in. Moving on to a set of softs. It's definitely going to be a 2-stop. Silo into the pits as well. Going on to the hards. Some early pit stops going on here, people. Very early pit stops. And it looks like we are going to be seeing a 2-stop race here at Zandvoort. Will people try and go for that 1-stop though? I mean, if you've got the tyres underneath the car, and there's, you know, you can stretch them that couple more laps. Why not try and take the advantage of just doing that 1-stop? Gotto, you can tell that the mediums are dropping off though. Gotto right on the rear of the McLaren, but just not close enough to get the move done. But I'm sure, oh, he gets a bit of contact. Hopefully that's not too detrimental to that front wing on the Alpine for ART or ARS, whichever one. Someone, I beg, do a 1-stop. I mean, they could well do so. Let's hope so. AMS Knight going for an overcut this time. Staying out. Thought he would have been in with the others, but staying out must have decent tyre wear. Melwin still leading with now a 2.5 second lead due to the pit stops. Melwin 1-stop maybe. Nah, I think this could. I think it probably is a 2-stop. But I mean, if they can do it, why not? Let's see if anybody does actually attempt it. But nearly a 3-second gap to Track Racer already. Melwin has. This is just brilliant racing from the Williams driver and the NT team. He's just extending and extending and extending the gap to them. And Melwin into the pit, so definitely going to be seeing the 2-stop. Melwin going for them fresher tyres in the long haul. Track Racer now taking the lead. AMS Knight with a 10-second time penalty, speeding into the pit lane. And AMS Knight not going to be happy with that at all. And he's got probably another pit stop where he'll serve that 10-second time penalty. Silo with the fastest lap, and look at this. We've got the Mercedes team together. Now, can Finley stay with Silo? Can he follow him through? This could be a good result for SCI if they can do so. Josh with all the info, but yeah, most probably gonna have to back everybody up for Trapp. Mip still the front runner on the hards in at P2. He's doing very well so far in the V-carb. Just staying in behind Track Racer. Track Racer really taking these mediums for as long as he possibly can here. Could Track be trying the one-stop? Is that what the ART team have gone for? We've got Dan into the pits now. In the Red Bull, Silo going quicker again. AMS Knight, 10-second time penalty, speeding in the pit lane, and that is AMS out of this race. So unfortunate, and Melvin has managed to come out in front of Silo. Look how many positions Silo's managed to gain. He's in behind the man who actually led the race, and yeah, double DNF for AMS. Not been a good trip to Zandvoort. Come on, Gotto. Back up the train. Oh, aye. Back it up, back it up, back it up. But yeah, I mean, Melvin right in behind them lads who pitted some 3 to 2 laps prior to him. And he's going to be on fresh rubber, but he's going to be stuck in that DRS train now. I mean, could this now be advantage Ferrari? I think it could definitely be. So I think they could have the advantage now. They can control the race. Melvin's in behind them. All they've got to do is hold him up. Ortiz as well, he's there. He's obviously not going to want to let Melvin through. So he's going to fight Melvin tooth and nail to obviously keep that position. But Silo, I think he's looking at potentially a top 5 finish here. Maybe, I mean, if he can get in the mix, maybe even a podium. As we just seen Melvin there trying to attempt the move on Ortiz. Ortiz defended it. You can see Melvin trying to squeeze down the inside with that better grip that he has with those hard tires, but Ortiz defending like crazy. Melvin trying to like scope himself through. Silo now right in the mix. This could get interesting going into turn 1. Melvin has the fresher tires. Is he going to try and put Ortiz under pressure now? As we now see the rundown to turn 1, Melvin looks just a little bit too far back to even attempt any sort of move, and has to just settle in. Mick going on the lap 11 now. Track Racer as well. 11 laps on the mediums. Have these people that pitted early missed a trick with these medium compounder tires? Because Track is really stretching these as far as he possibly can. And being in behind a hard runner that's got better tires, maintaining the DRS is going to really help Track near the end of this race. Track just getting on the rubble there. You can just see the tyre, but still managed to keep it together, and he's still within DRS range of MIP, so this could pay off massively for Track Racer here. But obviously that gap is growing and growing and growing at the front from Melvin and Ortiz and Zito. They are going to have to use every bit of that hard compounder tyre when they get out onto the hards. What the hell is that? Is that another glitch that we see while we're on board? Let's watch Gotto's next lap. We'll jump on board with Gotto now, and then we'll stick with him. We'll stick with him. We've got a McLaren round, and that is Dan. He's managed to get the car going again, but we need a miracle defense. We do. We do indeed. But Dan, I think that could be race over for the McLaren driver. So far off. And there's some quite big gaps showing now. We've got a 2-second gap from Polymax and Finley. And they're on the same age tyres. This could be a separate race altogether here. With Quantum, FRT, Dan, Max Bricker, Thomas Cover, all involved in that battle for that P11 spot. As we get Sim Barrack now into the pits. 13 laps he took them mediums for. Can he finish this race on the hard compounder tyres? We'll have to wait and see how long Gotto can drag them for. And Mip and Trap Racer. You can see that them mediums are still there. He's actually leading now. Managed to get Mip into turn 1. Trap Racer doing wonders here. AMS cooking, I see. Yep. Unfortunately. Hello, how are we doing? How are we doing, Tiago? Nice to see you in the chat. But yeah, unfortunately, AMS Callum just wasn't his race, and then AMS Knight picked up a 10-second time penalty for speeding into the pit lane. But yeah, I'm very, very well. I'm very, very well. Thank you very much. Yeah, AMS Knight got a 10-second time penalty for speeding into the pit lane, went into the pit lane once again and retired from the race. As we now get Trap Racer into the pit lane. 14 laps. The 13 laps he managed to complete on those medium compounder tyres. Is this going to be his one and only stop here at Zandvoort? I think he's got a chance. Just checking on my boys. Yeah, unfortunately, mate, they're both in the garage. So Trap Racer really has to use that now. Really has to put... Or does it? Is it going to be a point of just maintaining the tyres, keeping them in check, trying to drag them to the end of the race? And I think they might have this in the bag. As Wards is now dropping down. Wards has took a trip off track. We've seen this at Silverstone Reverse. Took a little trip off track, started losing positions. And now Wards, who was in a very, very decent position with his teammate, finds himself all the way down in P9. Them medium tyres must be screaming on that Ferrari, because he is dropping like a lead balloon here. Obviously the incident didn't help, but he's not. It's just, we've seen it last time from him, and it's been a bit of a thing for oh, as we've got action going on here everywhere, as there's a tough battle going on between Ortiz and Silo. Silo looking to get on the podium after starting from the back. And Ortiz is not surrendering easy. He is not letting Silo through, but Silo looking to go on the attack. He's around the outside. This could be a brilliant move from Silo. What a move to move onto the podium from Silo and the SCI drivers. What a brilliant move there. That took some guts and balls to go all the way around the outside there. And Silo made it look easy with that move. And he's onto the podium. Absolutely brilliant. Clip it and ship it, people. And Melvin, though, even though he's got it's 1 lap fresher than Finley, and he's just not been able to get past. He's stuck there. He's been stuck in this position. After leading for so long, he's now fighting like P6. We do probably have another pit stop phase for these guys. Oh, it's Misha out of this one. 10-second time penalty, speeding in the pit lane. And you can see Melvin is really trying to have a little look on Finley, but Finley doing a great job of holding on to P5. But SCI, they're at the top in the championship. They're going to be even more, they're just going to stretch in the lead if the result stays the same. And we have a safety car, and that has worked out. What? Oh, why is Gotto P8? It's worked out good for Gotto. He's gained a lot of positions, though. But has it worked out for him? I don't think it has, because this is going to be onto the mediums, and I don't think he's going to be able to take the mediums to the end. Yeah, he had a chance, but I think it's all gone out the window now for Trap. This pretty much forces him to pit, to go on fresh tyres, because we've seen how strong they are. I mean, Melvin looks rapid. He got stuck in behind the cars, but it's just like, oh, he's not boxed. Is he going to get out in front? Mip. No, Mip's managed to actually keep hold of the lead. But look at this. Mip was, I think, about P8, P9. And he now leads, but he's gone on to the mediums. Is that the right choice from Mip? I don't think it is. I don't think he's going to take them mediums at 18 laps. I really don't think he's going to do it. Yeah, I know he had to, but... Yeah, I know that. I know that. But it doesn't put him in good stead, does it, really, to be fair? Has to go on mediums to swap compounds, or... No, yeah, I know, don't worry. But yeah, it's just that, like, is he going to be able to get them that far? We only seen, I think, the longest stint was 14 laps on the mediums. Yeah, he's definitely not. I mean, Track Race is going to be under all sorts of pressure at the end of this race. He's going to have to defend like mad. You got Zito, who was leading the race. Silo right in behind him now as well. Silo could be looking at, like... I mean, I'm going to ask the question. Do we think Silo can win it? Let's ask the question. So Thiago saying Otzo for the win. He's looked good before this safety car, so definitely worth a shout. Silo's strong. He's been making moves. I mean, that fucking overtake was ridiculous. So here we go. Another lap under the safety car, waiting for the McLaren of Dan Pin. And I tell you what, Schulz, when you stay in a race, if there's a safety car, it brings you right back in it. Can Dan make any moves from the position he's in? Safety car in late. So now Mip has got to get those tyres ready. He's got to get them in range. And he's got to create a gap early. Feed round. When's he gonna go? Track just holding back that little bit, watching for him going, and it looks like he's gonna leave it ridiculously late here. This is gonna cause carnage into turn one. Here we go. We need to look a bit further back as we've got Silo going for P3. He's trying to get past Otzo, and he's through on Otzo as well. Otzo onto the curb. Bit of contact with the Aston Martin of Sam Barracombe that could have been detrimental to his race. And now the two guys that were P1 and P2 before the first stint before the first pit stop phase, now find themselves battling out for P5. And Silo, who started last, definitely has a chance of winning this race with people in front of him being on older tyres like Trap or Mitt, who we know is gonna have to pit again. Silo to gap. So I think with prediction in the chat is that Silo's gonna gap Trap Racer and Bestie Mitt. Melwin is through now. And Melwin could potentially put up a fight against Silo. See how it unfolds. Silo nearly going into the back of Trap Racer, under braking, but managed to avoid any contact. Can someone buy Silo PC? I mean, he'd be a demon on PC. Pad PC doesn't work. I play on pad on PC. I don't have any problem. I mean, it does work. We know. Vibrations are different. Nah, I don't think so. Bad Xbox and PC. But Silo in P2, and it looks like Trap Racer. Ooh, Trap Racer had a little look there. Melwin now. Oh! What? Hang on, what's happened to Mitt? What the hell's that camera? But something's happened to the V-Carb driver, and I think that may be a desync. So Silo moves into the lead of the race after starting near the back. I think it was P18 or P19 for Silo. And Silo on lap 22 now leads this race. What a drive. Brilliant drive. Brilliant drive. Can Melwin stay with him and try and put him under pressure? Try and take this win away from Silo. It's going to be a tall order for Melwin, knowing the absolute quality of Silo. We've got Leggy making a move there. We've got Mip still losing positions. As yeah, they are desynced. I mean, personally, Tech, I don't feel any difference. I use the Thrustmaster E-Swap controller, and yeah, I don't feel any difference whatsoever. It's felt exactly the same for me, so I don't know. That's just my personal opinion, bro. Anyway. So Gotto P7 on the mediums. We're gonna see another pit stop from him as well. After the safety car on lap 17. But yeah, personally, I don't feel any difference with the Thrustmaster controller. I mean, we've said in chat as well that the medium runners at this point ain't going to be able to go to the end. They're going to have to do a double stint. But we did see early pit stop from the hard runners as well. Like, really early pit stop. How this race has unfolded for Ferrari. They were in such a strong position, and now one of the drivers is out and the other driver's in P5. It just shows how the race can switch so instantly. But Melvin doing well so far, being able to stay with Silo, staying within DRS range. Now, is he going to be waiting for the prime opportunity to pounce against Silo? Is he just waiting for the end? Waiting for that final lap? We'll have to wait and see, as we've got 12 more laps of racing to go here at Zandvoort with NA Tier 1. And Melvin getting very close to the back of Silo on exit of turn 1. Have a little look a bit further back. Finley as well. Finley was in a strong position, right in behind his teammate, and just wasn't able to follow Silo through. May have had a bit of a moment to be this far back now. Quantum as well. Quantum in that first stint was doing so well. Had a bit of a moment. Has now found himself in P13. This race has been a topsy-turvy one for so many drivers. Oh, lucky, mate. Honestly, mate, unlucky. You was in a decent position there. Had every chance of winning it. Well, you had a decent chance of winning it. You would have had to pit again, but, you know, it's just unfortunate. The safety car, I think, as well. The timing of it really did screw you and Gotto over, in reality, strategy-wise. But nice to see the positiveness from you in the chat. We move, and we do indeed. There's always another race. So let's have a little bit further. I mean, the DRS train goes all the way down to Quantum. I mean, any small mistake in this DRS train gains drivers' positions, and this is why these like they have to be so on it. Well, hope to see you then, mate. Really do. But GG's unlucky. Unlucky. At least your car's still on track. So, Otzo has managed to get up into P4 now. Simbarak, aging tyres, 13 laps. Track Racer, 12 laps as well. Still holding on to P3 though. So doing well. He's staying within DRS of Silo and Melvin as well. So we've seen how good he was with the mediums. Surprise. Go on, Josh. So this could be a very interesting finish to this race, especially if Melvin is just trying to reserve the tyres, keep them, you know, in a good range and just staying in behind Silo, hoping on that final lap he can maybe do something to go for another win. Silo also going for his second win of the season. Ooh, excuse me, people, I do apologise. Yeah, Silo going for his second win of the season. So it's all to play for in that top four. The top four are now starting to break away with Simbarak. You know, the age of the tyres really showing. Struggling more than what Track Racer is, with the tyres looking, wow, I mean, his car's all over the place there. And now it's Ortiz has got one hell of a job to try and close up to that lead pack with the pace of it. Oh, I got a puncture. Don't worry, he's got a pit stop yet, so he can't use that. Because I don't, got told that I don't think he's going to try and get to the end on them mediums. The Haas of Leggy is right on the back. You can see that the Haas just has more grip than the Alpine of Gotto. It looks like it's only going to be a matter of time before Leggy tries to send one down the inside. he will probably punch up, to be fair. I mean, if he stays out on the mediums, he's more than likely to. But now Finley has got Sim Barracks in front of him on aging tyres. 14 laps old against 10 laps old. If Finley can get side by side into turn one, he will definitely have an advantage, and he's pushing. He's getting closer. He is side by side. And there we go. That's the move. And look how juddery that Aston Martin is. That must be lag on their end. And I tell you what, for a driver, when you're in behind a driver that's got bad lag and they're all over the track, it is so frightening. Because the next thing, you know, you could be like in the back of them and they can make them spin, and it's a terrible time. Well, it has been for me anyway, because I've always ended up getting knocked off the track or something by a glitchy driver. But SCI are going to have a brilliant result here so far. Just 7 laps of racing to go here at Zandvoort, and they are in a strong position to take home big points and get that gap even bigger to the guys in P2. But yeah, the top 4 have decided to just pull away. Ortiz just can't close up. The DRS is too strong, and it's just pulling them away and away and away. Finley is trying to catch Ortiz. Could we see a battle between them for P5 at the end of this race? We'll have to wait and see as the laps unfold. I thought we had a caution, but it's obviously that glitch again. The old one when it was the safety car. We've got Natem in the chat. How are we doing, Nat? Yeah, and it's kind of spreading out little bits now. Obviously, Gotto trying to defend on those aging mediums. Natem got P4. GG's, Natem. GG's on that P4. And we said it was only a matter of time before Leggy goes for it, and Leggy has got the move done. Is this time now for Gotto to pit the fresh rubber and try and go to the end, try and gain some positions back? It's going to be a tall order, but with that fresh rubber, he should be able to do something. And he stays out. As we get Dan Pin into the pits. McLaren driver into the pit lane. Onto a set of softs. Who comes out in this battle for the race win? Who's going to get the second race win of the season? Is it going to be Melwin or is it going to be Silo? Boring, sorry. Any more close battles are we going to see? Leggy getting the move done against the Aston Martin driver. He's got the fresher tyres. This is going to be an easy move. More action a bit further back. Gotto defending from Polymac. And a side-by-side, and that's Gotto out. And could that be a safety car? It is a late safety car here due to contact. A big moment between Gotto and Polymac. I called it. He did. Ref, says Swifty in the chat. You did tell us, Josh. You did indeed. Now let's just wait to see what Gotto said. Good challenge. Play on. Go on, Jack. So, do we see socks from Silo, Melwin, Trat, and the rest of the drivers. This brings Ortiz back into it. Also brings Otzo right into the mix. Can they get anything done? All ball ref. Exactly, Jam. Exactly. Nothing wrong with a strong challenge. This is so peak. So no. Oh, Melvin duped both Trat and Otzo. Everybody, if everybody else goes in, this could pay off massively for Trat. Ortiz gets a 10-second time penalty for speeding into the pit lane. That's his race over. And everybody else is diving into the pits. Has Melvin and Silo made a massive mistake here? BRC being BRC, clipped by Swifty. Go on, Swifty, lad. Clipping the 10-second time. Was it a 10-second time? I felt it was, wasn't it? So, Track Racer. This could be a win. This race has been such a roller coaster. Silo and Melvin can't hold on with them hards against Trat, surely. No, Goto didn't come across him because Goto was the inside car. So how could Goto have gone across him when... I'm trying to figure that one out. But I couldn't... We'll have to rewatch that at some point. I can't really quite tell what happened. Ortiz into the pits to get rid of that 10-second time penalty, but it is gonna put him probably, I'd say, right at the back. Yeah, like Swifty said, remember what game we're playing, Goto. Remember what game you're racing on. Oh, this is gonna be a spicy end to this race. Lock in, boys. Lads and lasses, should I say. Can both Silo and Melvin hold on? We're going to have 2 laps. Safety car will be in at the end of this lap. Ooh, this has just really set this race up. Watch, Grumpy will miss this as well. And here we go. Get ready, people, because this could be a very, very spicy 2 laps of racing. We've got Silo and Melvin on 16 lap old hard compound of tyres. And everybody else in behind them on the soft MIP AI. Is an AI car out on 5 laps, but here we go. Settle down and let's watch as this race gets back underway. And Melvin's going to be under pressure instantly from Track Racer here. Track's going to try and send it down the inside. He's got to make the move early. As Melvin nearly sending it on Silo, gets a bit of contact from Track. As them softs always Otzo, Jesus Christ, Otzo nearly taking out Track Racer there. Trying to go down the inside into turn 3, didn't pay off for him. But can Track Racer use these softs? He needs to get past Melvin and then past Silo. There we go. He's down the inside, and that's the move done for Track. Track now P2. Silo win then. Nah, it's not a Silo win. It's got to be. Oi, go on, son. Come on. Trat, he's got it. This is going to be a slam dunk into turn one. I don't see how Silo's going to have any defense. Trat's got the better grip. Silo's going to have to defend that inside line. Silo using his ERS. DRS usage from Trat. Jesus Christ, Silo. But he's going for it. Trat Racer, he's got the better tyres. He's going for the move. He's got to go all the way around the outside against Silo. And he's got the better grip. He's got the outside line on the exit. This is... Honestly, I don't know. Trat's got to wait for the next DRS. As Finley's in P3 as well, SCI could be looking at 2 drivers on the podium. Trat Racer is looking for the gap against Silo. He really is trying to force the issue. But now, Silo's got to defend once again from Trat Racer. Trat, is he going to try and take the outside line? Silo defends the inside line. They've come together. They've come together. Finley around the outside. And SCI Finley on the third to last corner. He's going to come round the final corner. And Finley, for the first time this season, he is going to win a race. He's going to win the Zandvoort race. This has been absolutely manic, that final lap. Quantum gets P2. Silo gets P3. Trat Racer gets P4. Also P5. Polymac P6. After coming together with Gotthold, that's one hell of a race from Polymac to get back into that position. But what a final lap that was. But Polymac, great recovery after the thingy, but don't quite know who was at fault between them. SCI special. Swifty there, go on, Agent Silo, man. Yeah, it doesn't look like he gave any room to Trat on the inside. I think that could be a... I think that was Trat's race win there. So there we have it. Race winner is Finley. Driver of the day goes to Silo. I think after that move, it may go to somebody else. Ortiz with the fastest lap. Well done. Most overtakes goes to Dan, and Leggy is your cleanest driver of the evening. But what an end to that race. Absolutely brilliant, people. Finley gets the win after contact between Trat and Silo. Goes round the outside. And I'm sure Finley is going to be absolutely amazed with that race win. Just had to sit in behind it. It was getting a bit hectic, and he took the advantage when he seen it open and did not look back. Finley, massive GG's, brother, on that race win. Pretty much handed to him, you could say, by his teammate. Get out of this chat, you're disgrace to us, P5. But yeah, congratulations, Finley. And we got Mr. Bottler in the chat as well. Hello, Mr. Bottler. Emmanuel, thank you very much for the follow. Massively appreciated, brother. Really appreciate that. But what a race we have been treated to this evening as we get another follow from Mr. Bottler. Thank you very much, Mr. Bottler, for the follow. Massively appreciated. Massively appreciated. But we were treated to one hell of a race. You didn't know who was going to win it from 1 minute to the next. It was just such an up and down race for a lot of these drivers. And Finley comes out victorious in the end. It was just mental. That was an absolutely mental final few laps and a mental race overall. And that's round 5 over, people, and put in the history books. And yeah, brilliant race. Nothing much else I can say about that one. But that's going to be all from me this evening. Thank you so much to everybody that joined the stream this evening. Massively, massively appreciate it. Thank you for all the follows once again. Great to see these followers keep coming in and in and in. But from me, I need to go and get some oxygen because that final lap took a lot out of me. Enjoy the rest of your evening, people. Take care, and we'll see you next week for round 6 here at Aers and the commentator. Take care, people. Good night.